Hi all, welcome to today's video, and in this video we are going to look at SDKMAN, or in other words SDKMAN. It means Software Development Kit Manager. So what it does is it basically manages the lifecycle of the SDKs installed in your machine. So generally, before SDK man, what we used to do is, if you want to install a version of Java, let's say we used to go to the website. For example, if you want some version to be installed from Oracle, we used to go to Oracle website and then download a Java 8 installer, and then we used to install that particular thing. And let's say we want to install Java 11, so we used to repeat that. So it was a lot of manual effort. So same thing to do with even other uh, candidates or other SDKs in our mission, right? So in the world of SDK man, these particular SDKs which we want to manage, they are called as candidates. So it helps us to maintain multiple versions of these SDKs in our mission, and also easily switch between these versions. So that is the beauty of SDK man. So now I will just show these list of commands, or I will just talk about these list of commands, and after talking probably we can try it in the command prompt, and you could just follow it while watching the video. So in this it says SDK install Java and a particular version. So it means we want to install a candidate which is Java, and the version of that particular candidate is 11.0.15 Zulu. Now, what we need to notice that SDK man is basically maintaining a repository of these candidates uh, within itself. For example, it's maintaining in some server, remote server, and then it is just getting it is just maintaining multiple versions of these, right? So now, for to know what are the different candidates maintained by SDK man, and for example, you might want to see some specific candidate, for example, Spring Boot, right? So you can actually scroll down in the list of candidates. So that particular list is available using this command, which is SDK list Java. So you want to basically get all the vendors which is maintained by SDK man. So you could get from SDK list Java. And if you want to get all the candidates, that you can run SDK list. So it'll just list all the candidates maintained by SDK man. And this command says SDK use Java and a specific version. So now this is about telling to SDK man that okay, right now I want to use this version, right? Uh, and what about SDK config? It just shows some configuration details specific to SDK man. This we may not use most of the time. And default is you want to say this is the default version I would like to use. And this command says SDK home. So you just want to know the path where it is currently installed. This particular version is installed. And what about yeah, so multiple times what like as and when you use SDK man, what you would like to know is, after some point of time, okay, in my mission for Java, what are all the vendors which is currently installed, and what are all the versions installed in each of the vendors, I would like to know. So currently we do not have a specific command from SDK man itself, but you could use you could leverage grep. So SDK list Java, it'll just list all the Java vendors which I just said, and then from the output of that you can just grep install. So it'll just show whatever is installed, right? So now let's go to the second part of our video, wherein I will just run all these commands and show you. So now this is my command prompt. Let me to keep it simple, let's refer. So now I have already installed SDK man in my machine. So right now I'm using Windows 10. So I will just make a new video how to install SDK man on Windows 10. So now let's jump into SDK. So if you want to see what are all the various options provided by SDK command, so it's easy. Just press SDK, and then it'll just give your usage. So these are all the different commands. I have just listed to a particular candidate, but if you want, it's a very good reference for you. So now we will just try out few things. So now, for example, let's say in my mission, I want to show what are all the Java candidates I have installed. So it would show, let's wait for a while. So it shows 11.0.15, and this is the vendor, and this is the version which is installed in my machine. So let's say I'm interested, basically what are all the other vendors within this Java candidate or Java SDK. So it will show up the list. So you can see it's a huge list. So for Coreto vendor, this is the version and the identifier. So this is the identifier which is maintained internally by SDKMAN. So this is the identifier which we'll be referring to whenever we manage the life cycle. So this is what we need to be aware of. So there is Dragonwell. So until this video, I wasn't aware, to be very honest, about the Dragonwell distribution. I guess it's about Alibaba and Gluon, GraalVM, and Java.net, Librica. Uh, to be very honest, I wasn't aware. So even about Microsoft maintaining Java or the JDK distributions, Oracle, we are all aware of it, and SAP Mission, Someru, Temurin, Zulu. So Zulu is one more thing which I was aware of. Yes. So now that brings the end of the list. So now let's say I'm interested to install Java candidate on my machine, and I remember one version, 8.0.3.22, and this was within Zulu. So what it would do is it will just download that particular version. So it's downloading this particular version in your machine. So you can see what SDK is doing, right? So it is installing this particular version of this candidate on your machine. Uh, so now it is, I think it just get over. It's installing. Let's wait. Yeah, it is done installing. Setting Java 8.0.322 hyphen Zulu as default. So meanwhile, yeah, it is installed. So now I'll just run my previous command. I'm interested what all is installed in my machine. So it says both are installed, 8 and 11, right? So now will directly go into SDK home, and let's say I want to know SDK home Java 11.0.15 Zulu. So I just want to know where it is installed. So it is in this particular directory, right? So let me quickly okay, let's say I want to go to that particular directory, right? So copy. Uh, Actually, there's a command. Let me see whether it will work. Yeah, in fact, it worked. So now I want to see that particular folder. So it shows up, right? So now in this folder, it shows up what is installed, where it is installed, basically, where it is located. So one important thing what I found was, so the directory structure of SDKMan, right? So this is how the directory structure, or in other words, it's the file system of SDKMan. And now within candidates, so actually a few days ago I installed Micronaut. Okay, now let's go to Java. So within Java, it is maintaining 8.8 version and 11 version. Both are Zulu. I might want to install some other vendor. And the best part about is current, right? So what is the current Java version which is maintained? So we just saw a while ago that, like basically from the command prompt, it said setting this as the 8 as the default, right? So now basically let's see, let us run Java hyphen version. Yeah, so now it's said 1.8 this is the version it is currently maintaining. Now we might want, let's say we want to switch between switch to 11 from this. I don't want 8, but let's say I want Java 11, right? So for this, the command is SDK. Okay, let me clear up the screen. SDK, and then actually I don't want this path. Yeah, fine. Now I'm the my default screen. Okay, SDK, and then I say okay. Let's say I don't know what all are installed, but I just want to switch. Thing is, I'll just list. Okay. And we just ran a while ago. Okay, it is 108, but like I just want to switch to Java 11. So what I would do is SDK use Java 11.0.15 hyphen Zulu. So I get that identifier from here, and see this a small magic, I would say. So it's telling using this version in this shell. So now when I run Java hyphen version, yeah, so it has switched from Java 8 to Java 11. Now basically now it's all about managing your applications on this shell, right? So you might have some applications, um, and you can run uh, based on Java 11 runtime, or you can refer to the Java the JDK version you would want to compile or run, whatever. So now let's go to an interesting part of interesting command, I would say. I just want to know, I just want to browse through the universe of SDK man, right? So let's just do SDK list. This is what I actually like the most. Just out of curiosity, I just wanted to know what are all available. I'm not sure whether you're able to see the screen properly, but yeah. So Apache, ActiveMQ, and ASCII Doctor, and Ballerina. I have no idea about what is BPipe, but yeah, maybe I'll just learn later. Flink, and then you have Gradle. So Gradle also multiple versions are there. So it also says right which command you can run. So you can just copy paste this, and let's go to Spring Boot. I guess Spring Boot is also available. Okay, Quarkus has come here. There's Scala. Yeah, you have Spring Boot as well, right? So Visual VM as well. You can install Visual VM and then you can use it. So I guess this brings us to the end of this video. So in this video, I just wanted to go through this beautiful tool which I just came across a few days ago, and then I just learned a little bit of uh, the commands which I can use, and one useful command is this. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and copy this and then put it in the description of the video so that you guys can use it. So maybe yeah, I think I can run this SDK config if somebody is interested. Let's see what comes up. SDK config. So it shows the yeah internal configurations, right? If you want to set something. So till now until now I have not modified anything, but yeah, it shows up the internal configuration. So let me just exit it, and I think yeah, it brings us to the end of this video. I hope some of you might start using SDK man regularly, because in our day-to-day activities we keep trying to switch between multiple versions depending upon the occasion. So it definitely it will be of very use to us. Thanks for watching this video.